Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Salsabila Ghina. I'm a student of Winaranidi English Department, and now I will tell about my research. Actually, my mini research, and the title is Speaking Class Improve English Student Skills. Okay, first, speaking is an important part of the process of learning and teaching foreign language as a second language. And my research using qualitative method, and there are many techniques that can be used to improve speaking skill uh, in high school. One of them using storytelling. By using storytelling, the teachers can motivate the students to speak based on the story that they have read, and retelling. Choosing to read a story or text orally to student means that you will assess both listening comprehension and speaking skills. Retelling are appropriate for individual assessment of student at the beginning and intermediate levels. Okay, um, speaking skills. In language learning, speaking is an essential part of the goal of learning foreign language. Sometimes it seems to be difficult to practice. Um, And speaking is also an instrument to express a message to the listener, whether the listener understand or not. And so speaking is key in communication since it is the basic point for communication. And technique speaking, uh, the technique speaking is to teach learners the first produce the English speech, sound and sounds patterns, and use words and sentence stress, intonation pattern, and the rhythm of the language. Select appropriate words and sentence according to the situation and subject matter. And the last, use the language quickly and confidently with the few unnatural pause, which is called uh, fluence. Okay. My methodology, the study is to improve the practical skill of the learners using the method of an interview or in-depth observation of the research subject, because qualitative thesis research does not use mathematical calculation. Usually, the data collection process take a long time for accurate analysis result. And uh, I personally collect the data using a questionnaire method, and a questionnaire can is a research instrument that consists of a set question to collect information from a response. A survey is a research method used for collecting data from a predefined group of response to gain information and insight of various topics of interest. Um, I use uh, quota sampling techniques to result from the participant, and the technique was performed by 3 participants and 3 participant boy and 7 female participant, and uh, the study is not harmful to participants, and the study used only a few questions that were asked through online meeting, which are easy to use, and participants can also answer by chatting message. Okay, analysis of the learning situation will explain in this chapter. I will explain the produce for conducting research, and I will use questionnaire as a method of analyzing the learning situation. Okay. Uh, First, participant is a participant in this analysis were students in semester 3 to 7. They are the people have learned to speaking and already to know several ways of speaking. The participant were asked several questions in the effort to improve the speaking skills. The questions asked in English, and the question is choice. So the second procedure, the questionnaire was answered from December 29 to December 30, 2020. The research was conducted, and participants are required to answer questions based on themselves. Um, and okay, I will explain a little about the response in my research. Okay, I have maybe in 5 questions, and the first questions I asked them, uh, watching the movies native English speakers improve your speaking skills actually for them, and they uh, and the answer is 18%. They answer yes. So watching the movies native English speakers improve their, sorry. And the next question I ask, do you think the lecture plays an important role during improved speaking skills? And 40% they answer yes, 30% they answer not really, and 26% they answer maybe. So in this case, I think the the lecture plays important role during improved speaking skills. And also, this is the third questions. I asked them, do you prefer to study speaking with a small group? And 46% their answer yes, and only 13% they answered not really, and 30% they was answered maybe. So I think in this question, and next, I have question. Uh, do you prefer to study with large groups? And The maximum answer is not really. Yeah, I think in this case, in speaking class, prefer to uh, prefer to study with small groups because maybe in the large group so confusing, like uh, so many people in that group. Okay, uh, this is the last question. I asked them, do the size of classroom affect to participate in speaking class? And they answer yes. 40% they answer yes. Yeah, I think classroom have strongly effect for uh, for our speaking class because yeah, if we in the small class, uh, yeah, we can feel hot, also not focus on the study. And in this case, they answer 40%. They answer yes, just 20% not really. Okay, okay. Um, Based on the survey I conducted using the questionnaire method, and it can be concluded that watching the movie native English speakers can improve speaking skills, and the lecture plays an important role in improving speaking skills. I also surveyed that the large and small group learning method, um, 80% of them as a student answered that they studying in small groups, and also based on uh, that survey I conducted by asking whether the size of class matter and the size of the class affect you to participate in speaking class. So I think that's all from me, and um, thank you for listening. Um, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.